It's Tuesday, May 10th, 2022. I was going to make a video yesterday. Well, I did make a video yesterday. I just didn't post it. I don't know. There was a part. You're whining? No, she wants the window down now. No, the window's not going to be down because we can't make a video if the window's down, sweetheart. But no, yesterday I was going to post a video, and I don't know. I just, something happened in the middle of it, and I kind of got agitated, and I said, forget it, I'm not posting this. I got a bad attitude, so I said, no, I'm not putting that bad attitude out there. So, and my hair, need a haircut. Hey, the crypto market, how's that looking? Last time I looked, I saw Litecoin down to, it had a wick down, I don't know, it was like $73 yesterday, but it was one of those things where if you didn't have the order set, you missed it. Like one person probably got that order filled. But I saw it, I mean, for a little bit there, around 77, 78 bucks. It would have been, you know, you could have gotten some at that point. And I looked at it and I'm like, I need to buy some. The dog wants out the window and the window is up. And the dog is about to cause an accident. And she may not be going for rides anymore if she keeps this up. So... yes, get over there on your own side, get your bone while I drive. But there was some opportunity to buy that, and I'm like, oh man, I should probably do that. I should probably pick up a little bit at that price. You know, how can you go wrong? And then what happens is you look at it and you think, well, that's going to go lower. It's going to go lower. It's going to go lower. And then when you don't buy it, it doesn't go lower and it goes up. And so I looked today, it was like $82, $83. We'll see what today brings. I mean, there might be one more, you know, knocked down to 80 bucks or something like that. But I think we found the bottom, and that might have been the capitulation moment, because I really think that crypto is going to go up a lot higher this summer. The catalyst behind Litecoin is Mimblewimble. That privacy feature, that confidential transaction feature kicks in on May 19th. And that's a big deal. You're going to be able to send that coin, unlike any other coin, with confidential transactions. Now, you can say you can do that with Monero or Zcash, but Litecoin's got the liquidity. It's everywhere. So for a coin like Litecoin, which is very similar to Bitcoin and has a lot of the same, many of the same properties as Bitcoin, on the same places, on much of the same liquidity as Bitcoin, to be able to have confidential transactions and privacy in a coin like that, that's opt-in. And see, I guess that's the thing that is it's really important. It's opt-in. You don't have to do it. So the recipient does not have to participate in the Mimblewimble option, the sidechain option, the side block. The sender can, but the receiver doesn't have to, and vice versa. So it's a mixed match, and it really doesn't matter. So that's the good thing about it. It's all opt-in, and you don't have to have both parties saying, well, we have to do it this way, or I can't send the transaction, it won't go through. It'll go through. That's the great thing about it, because you're just having a side block on the main chain. So the main chain works. You know, the main blockchain of Litecoin, it does the same thing it's always done. It's just that if someone chooses that, oh, I want to get in this sidecar instead of the main motorcycle chain, they can do that. And they ride along just like the main motorcycle. They're just in the sidecar. And they get to the destination just like they're supposed to. They just happen to have a mask on in the sidecar. You don't know what it looks like, who he is, who she is, who it is. So it's pretty exciting. And I really think that Litecoin is going to be the coin that runs us out of these doldrums, because you did not see Bitcoin make a lower low. So the uptrend is still intact. So those people who are calling for a bear market, it really doesn't, it's not indicating that, as far as I can see. And with, like I said, with Mimblewimble coming out, huge news. And I think Litecoin leads us out of these doldrums and up to new highs. That's what I really think. And I think it's going to be after May. You know, once May 19th occurs, I think it's going to be that catalyst, and it's going to propel us much higher. And we'll see the market go up for a long time. So we'll see. I could be completely wrong, but I see this as a massive buying opportunity. If you ever wanted to buy something on sale, this is the time to do it. Absolutely the time to do it. When everything else is rising in price, you got a blue light special on Litecoin. blue light special, L-I-T-E light. Remember Kmart? You had the blue light specials. You could, you know, they'd roll the little laminate wood box out with the pole and the blue light, you know, siren. They'd turn it on. Blue lights, they'd come over the loudspeaker. Blue light special in aisle 31. Aisle 31. And people would go over there and see what the big special was. You know, it's on sale for only 20 minutes. So kind of funny. It's a flash sale kind of thing. But that's what they did. You know, I used to do that at Kmart. You know, I don't know if anybody even knows what Kmart is anymore. But I remember Kmart well. Now it's gone. But, yeah, I mean, being on sale like it is, everything else, the cost. I mean, I looked at fuel today, $5.19 for a gallon of diesel. And I mean, I'm driving the Digibug, and I'm getting, you know, 35, 40 miles to the gallon. The problem is, when it's $5.19, that's a lot of money. You know, how far does that go? Turn this off so I can save some diesel. Roll this window down for the dog, and we're done. So yeah, I mean, having something on sale in this day and age when everything else is going up in price, it's and silver's on sale too, which is crazy. So it almost feels like to me that everything's being, all those things of value, those things that can actually work when an economy collapses, are being suppressed. They're being held down. They're being artificially manipulated to scare everybody out of it, so that the smart people, the smart money, is going to be able to scoop up all the assets, and then they're just going to let it run. And you'll just chase it up, and then they'll sell it to you once it starts peaking. They'll be happy to sell you some cryptocurrency then, and happy to sell you some silver then. But that's the game that they play. And the thing right now is to, at these prices, do not give it to them. Do not give them any. The only way, you know, that they should be able to get any new supply of Litecoin should be as if they go right to the miners. You know, the new supply that's being mined out. People who are holding, you're crazy if you're selling it to these people right now. Absolutely crazy. They don't deserve it. Don't give these vampires the luxury of holding those coins. Make them fight for it. Make them suffer. Don't let them manipulate this market. And so that's kind of my outlook. If you got anything to spend at all, now's the time to get it on sale. Yeah, could it go lower? I don't think it's going to go much lower. If it does, it's going to be very quick, and you're going to be lucky to catch it. So I mean, anything around 80 bucks is an absolute steal. Absolute steal. It just is. So you can't really go wrong right now historically at this time with the price and where it's at in the overall long-term channel. It's at the bottom. I mean, it just really is, and there's just nowhere to go but up. So short term, yeah, a few days, maybe a week. I mean, it might be a little volatile, but I think we're going to come out of it. And I think May 19th, like I said, that Mimble going live, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. I don't think there's any looking back once that happens. So big stuff. Hey, today we've got President Sliding Biden, Sloppy Joe. He's going to, or Sleepy Joe, he's going to be doing a, I don't know, telling us what he's going to do about inflation, or how we're going to fight inflation. And then I think the inflation numbers come out this week. It was 8.5 last month, year over year. What's it going to be this month? Probably 9.9, because we don't want to go to the full 10. Oh, you anxious? You want to get outside? She wants to get outside. So yeah, look for the more clowniness on that. That's going to be absolutely ignorant, you know. And then I hear at the Fed, what's the Fed going to do to fight inflation? And they keep talking about raising rates, and I'm like, what's the Fed going to do to fight inflation? Aren't they kind of the source of inflation? And the banks are too, you know, with the loans that they create out of nothing, probably more so than the Fed. But it's like, don't you know what inflation is? They're just kind of silly. Kind of silly, but that's just what you're dealing with. And you know, once you realize what inflation is, it's just the creation of more dollars. And if they come out today, if Biden comes out today and says, oh, we need more stimulus, we need more money to fight inflation. If that's the case, I heard him say at one point, it's the Trump tax cuts. It's the fault of the tax cuts, inflation. I think it was him or Pelosi, one of them. Does that make any sense? I don't know. So anyway, it is what it is. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with some knuckleheads at this point. It's kind of clown show world. I was at the gas station over the weekend filling my daughter's tank up because I had her car. I'm like, I'll top it off for her. You know, I mean, times are tough. She's got a job, but it's like, you know, you just don't make enough money to even survive. And I can't even imagine, you know, I know I'm getting pinched. I'm just bleeding faster than it comes in. So I filled it up, and I was talking to some guy next to me. He had a diesel tank. You gonna get in the picture there, Tilly? Or do you wanna go potty? I'll let her out. So he's talking about filling up his diesel truck, and he's like, it's gonna stop at 125. It's gonna stop at 125. And sure enough, at $125, it shuts off. And so I don't know if that's the card, if that's the pump, what's the deal, but he couldn't fill up his truck, and he was traveling from Illinois to Missouri. And he's like, well, geez, I need to get this thing filled up. And it shut off. So raise your limits on your cards, folks, because, you know, that existing limit, you can't even fill your tank up with it. That's where you're at. I mean, the cost of everything goes up. It's just, you've got to raise the limits on the cards now, just so you can afford to fill your freaking gas tank. I was looking at cigars. I always look at cigars. You know, there's certain ones I like, and I was looking the other day from a place that I get them, and one of the bundles, it went from $65 to $75, and it had been $65 ever since I've looked, so it's up $10. So that's a considerable increase, the same cigars. My uncle was talking about alcohol, going to Benny's, you know, one of the stores. He says, you know, I spent $130 on alcohol when just not that long ago it would have been 90. He said the price of it's all going up. And I do, at some point, it'd be a good investment to invest in whiskey or to invest in spirits, and the same with cigars, because I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing the price go up, and if it hasn't gone up, a lot of things were out of stock. There were a lot of them on back order, not many of them. I mean, I was just surprised how many of the cigars that I normally see completely available, not available right now. So if you need something, if it's something you want to stock up, you better do it now while you still can. I'd be stocking up on Litecoin, and then, you know, I think it's an easy double from here. You know, if you buy it for $80, I mean, $160, it's not that far away. It can move very quickly. So you know, hey, not investment advice, but just I'm just looking at things that are on sale, really on sale, and the upside potential, because we've seen it with gas. It's doubled. Diesel's doubled. Farmers, you know, they're paying double for their diesel. Hey, settle down. They're paying double for their diesel this year, so that input cost, it's going to flow through to your food once it's harvested. So anyway, get it while you can. That's the key right now. It's just going to keep going up. All right, hope you all have a wonderful day. It's Tuesday. Got another surprise, as if I didn't need any more surprises, but this one here, she's been pretty good, really. She's just anxious right now. But we're going to get the second puppy this evening, and I don't know when she'll make a cameo, but that should be interesting. She's a smaller dog, only going to get to about 10 pounds. This one will get about 40, and she'll be a handful. Look at her. Okay. Say goodbye, Tilly. Tilly. All right. Love you all. Trust yourselves. Get it while it's on sale. If you're going to use it, better off getting it now than later, because it's going to cost you more later. All right. Love you all. Trust yourselves. Hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up.